Alrighty. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming through today on Workers' Day. It is Workers' Day. You can see we're here working. That's why they call it Workers' Day. And thanks for all of you around the country that have tuned in to watch us today. Today we're going to make it a money-making day. A lot of people out there today are spending money. It's not quite Pooza Thursday yet, but maybe it's Pooza Wednesday today. And so we know that people are spending money, which is what we do when we're on holiday, isn't it? When you sit at home, you're not making money, you're spending money. But instead today, we're going to turn that around. You are sitting in the auditorium this afternoon, and those of you who are watching DuePoint. Now, DuePoint is, we believe, the forerunner and the foremost wealth creation business for South Africans in South Africa today. We have not yet met or been introduced to another company that is creating wealth for South Africans as we are here at DuePoint. And we want to introduce you to how we are doing that today in this presentation. To start with, just understand that you might not have heard of DuePoint, but DuePoint is a division of a long-standing financial services and insurance company called Constantia. We're a public company listed on the JSE. We were first founded in 1952, so we are 68 years old this year, 7 decades. This is not a new business. This is not something new to South Africa. We have not blown in from Thailand or China or from a prison in Russia. Some of you have been involved with one of those. And we're certainly not in the business of handing around second-rate products from an overseas country. That's not what we do here. And today, as you listen to the presentation, I don't want you to taint the presentation thinking that this is another network marketing company. This is another one of these things I'm going to have to drag products around to. This is another one of those things where I'm going to have to do sales presentations, because it is not. What you are sitting in today, and those of you who are watching today, is, as I said, the foremost wealth creation business in South Africa today. It is being designed for every South African, and our hope is that we can change your lives today as much as the tens of thousands of South Africans that have been through this presentation over the last couple of years. Again, I reiterate, this is not new. It's just new to you this morning. But we have a long track record already of wealth creation in South Africa, and today is the start of your journey with us here today. Now, a good couple of years ago, we sat down to solve a problem we had in South Africa. It was affecting us directly as a company, but as we did research on it, we discovered it was actually caused by, its root was in us as individual South Africans. And that problem was that South Africans were in financial crisis. Now, South Africans won't admit that. I have spoken to many of my peers who think I'm daft. But folks, what they have not done is they have not lifted their head out of the sand. We in South Africa today, and this is a factual statement, are in financial crisis. We are heading towards hyperinflation. Those of you who don't know what hyperinflation is, it's where we start expanding, or our prices start rising by more than 50% per annum. Last year, prices increased for the man on the street by 23%. Now, the government will tell you it was 6.28563%, but that was if you were a mine. If you were an individual on the ground with 7, now coming up 8 petrol price increases and a VAT increase, your cost of living increased by nearly 25% last year. Hands up in the room, those of you who got more than 25% raise at the end of last year. No. Do you know what that means? This is the thing that even my peers have not understood yet. Is that you are poorer in 2019 than you were in 2018. The economists last year, and you can go and look this up, it's again factual statements, the economists last year said that we're poorer now than we have been for the last 2 decades. That means 2 decades ago, in 2000, you were richer than you are now. And that's taking into account all your raises for 20 years. You actually could buy more with your rands in 2000 than you can today. And we know this. We know this. I love using this example when I was young and invincible. Now I'm losing my hair and going grey and all of these issues. But when I was young and invincible, I always wanted to buy a BMW M3. I'm a petrol head, so you'll have to bear with me here. Now, when I was in high school, you could buy the brand new M3 for 245,000 Rand. I don't know if you remember what that is. So they just released a couple months ago the competition pack M4, which is the same thing. Any guesses as to how expensive currently a competition pack M4 is? 2.2 million Rand, ladies and gentlemen. It doesn't matter what kind of inflation percentage you're using, it's not 6% per annum to get you to that number. Ladies and gentlemen, we are out of control. And we also are out of control in how we create income in South Africa. What options have we got for changing your economic circumstances right now? I love listing them. I talk to people and I go, oh no, I don't want to do DuePoint. It's not a job. And I go, really? You want another job? How's your job been doing for you? Can you get promoted this year? Is that in your hands? Will you control whether you get promoted or not this year? I can tell you no. Someone else is going to decide if you're promoted or not. You could be the best employee in the company, but your manager doesn't like you. And so the guy next to you gets promoted. That's a reality. That is a reality. Any of you going to control your increases this year? Huh? 10, 20, 25%? You need that. No. The economists are saying you're going to get somewhere between -5 and 4% at the end of 2019. Any of you ready for a -5% increase? No, can't control it. Okay, no, you say, no, well, I'm going to go and get upskilled. I'm going to go to university, I'm going to get another degree. Really? How many of you can afford another university degree? What's going to fund you? What's going to feed you during the years you're getting reskilled? No, that's not going to happen. Okay. What about starting your own business? Anybody got like an awesome idea that you know is going to create a profitable business within, 3 months? How long can you fund a new business for? 3 months, 4 months? Have you got the capital? Do you know the people? Are you licensed? Do you have an office? Do you have the staff? As I say, even when I speak to my peers, they can't answer this question. You know what they say? They say to me, no, well, we'll just leave then. Are all of us just going to leave then? No. The reality, ladies and gentlemen, this is, again, not a marketing statement. It's a factual statement. Is that in South Africa, we had a problem many years ago. It's just so much worse right now. And that was that we have no solution to our personal economic solutions. We have none. All the promises that have been made to you by the leaders in our country over the last 100 years, have any of them come true? All the promises. All the promises. Can I tell you, when I grew up, my helper, he was a wonderful man. I had a fantastic relationship with him for years. He said to me, Brendan, this was in the early 1990s, he says, Brendan, soon, all of us will have to leave our cars on the side of the road. We won't be able to own them anymore. And if you need a car, you just walk out on the street and you get in and you drive it. And then you leave it when you get out. Who had told him this? And they said the same with the house. That whoever gets to the house first at night, that's your house for the night. He was dead serious with me. He was dead serious. This was going to happen. Who do you think told him that? I asked him, who told him that? He said, no, the leaders. The leaders told us that. Okay, this was promises given to him so that he would support them. What are the promises that have been made to all of you over the last 100 years by leaders around the world? Some of you are foreigners. What promises did your leaders make you? And how many of them did they deliver? Ladies and gentlemen, the solution to this problem lies in our hands. Lies in our hands. There's no leader, there's no party, there's no country, and there's no economy globally today that is going to solve your personal economic solutions. Doesn't matter how important you think you are, what title you have, what job you have. If you live in South Africa, everything I've just said is true about you. And that means that you have to solve this problem for yourself. And so we built the solution. We built it at DuePoint. And we called it the DuePoint System. The DuePoint System doesn't make you do any of the things you don't want to do. It is the single most powerful wealth creation system in the country today. What it does is it asks you to contract with us. You contract with us as we call you wealth engineers, because you're going to engineer your own wealth. And we're going to give you one task. We just want you to use our technology to connect South Africans to us. That's it. No selling, no dragging stock around, no presentations, no embarrassing anything. We want you to use our cutting-edge technology to connect South Africans to us. If you're able to do that, then of course you solve a problem we had, which is greater distribution, a greater distribution platform into which we as the insurance company then can create greater revenues. From the greater revenues, we're then able to build your wealth. And we build that wealth in a proper way. This is not a cash-in-transit business. For many of you who've been involved in selling before, you know that you make money when you sell something. If you're not selling, you're not making money. All right. Every system you've been to, no matter what country it came from, and no matter what promise it made you, said that unless you sold each month, or your channel or your network or your whatever sold each month, you weren't making any money. Here at DuePoint, that's not wealth. Wealth is where, when you connect individuals to us, we're able to create for you an income that is there every single month thereafter, no matter what you're doing. You might be able to work on DuePoint for a little bit, and then you get sick and go to a hospital, and you spend 3 months in a hospital, no problem. Over those 3 months, your income must come in. Because that's what wealth is. Wealth changes circumstances. People have said to me before, yes, but Brendan, there's this thing from China, and if I sell these things, that give me 50,000 Rand. And I go, great, that's once off. If I gave any of you 50,000 rand, do you think it would make Saturday? I'll put 50,000 rand in your hands right now. Do you think it's even going to make Saturday? No. Which means that it's not going to change your circumstances. But what if I gave you 5,000 rand a month every month going forwards? Every month going forward, potentially to the last breath in your life. How would that 5,000 rand a month change your circumstance? What if I made it 10? What after 10 years it was 50,000 rand every single month, no matter what you were doing? That is what we wanted to create at DuePoint. That is right. How did we build it? We built it off of our financial services products. Why? Because they run on automatic debit order systems. Every day, no matter what's happening in the day, no matter where you are, those debit orders run and your payment comes in. A little bit of self-discipline on South Africans' behalf is required here. If you want a solution to your financial services, then you've got to make sure that debit order runs successfully every month. You can't go, no, I don't like debit orders. No. This is not 1980. This is 2020. Do you know that it's 2020 in like 7 months' time? Hey? We cannot use the old excuses before. We're not living in the past. We're living in the future, man. I remember watching a TV show when I was a kid called Beyond 2000. Hey? Please, I laugh in the face of Beyond 2000. Now it's Beyond 2100. My goodness, guys. A little bit of discipline now creates for you a lifetime recurring income that comes in every day, every month, despite whatever your circumstances might be in that particular month. Folks, we built the system around South Africans as well. We know what all your circumstances are. For those, I smack this at my peers the whole time. No, I don't do this embarrassing sales stuff. Fantastic. We don't do any selling at DuePoint. No, I don't know anyone. Oh, that's sad. Walk out your door, you'll find 57 million people waiting for you. All right. No, I don't have the personality for this. Perfect. You don't need any personality to do DuePoint, because it is not a sales house. But in addition, the number one reason people don't want to do DuePoint is they say to me, Brendan, I don't have time. Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. Can I tell you that if you told me you did have time, you wouldn't be South African? No South African has time. But what you've forgotten to do is analyze where you are wasting your time. We spend 60, 80, 100, 120 hours a week at our jobs, do we not? We have already established this morning that the jobs are making us richer. Are you richer every year? No. This is a reality. It's not a marketing presentation, this. Every South African, except for the 0.5%, gets poorer every single year. That is now established. Go Google it. You'll read all the economists. It's done. We are getting poorer as a nation every year. So why are we then unwilling to take a little bit of our time from this loss-making exercise and put it into something else that becomes the solution to our economic circumstances? Why are we unwilling to do that? It is a huge mindset change that we have to go through as South Africans today. We cannot continue to say we don't have time, because by saying that, we will lead ourselves into absolute destitution, and none of us want to be in that situation. Today, we've got to take a little bit of time every single month and start building an economic solution for ourselves. But we take it into account the fact that you're busy. And everything that we've done in our technology is to make this business 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, and absolutely convenient for you. On our phone, you click 3 times and you have connected someone to South Africa. That's all. You download our app, 3 clicks, and you are connecting South Africa to us. It takes no time. You're not going to be doing presentations and you're not going to be selling. You're going to be clicking your phone as you connect South Africans to us. We understand that you're busy, so we built the system to cater for the South African circumstance. Folks, doing this, we allow you to create what we call channels here. It's effectively businesses. It's platforms of distribution that are yours. They're not the person who introduced you to, so you don't have to worry. This is not like those things you've been involved in before. This is your platform of distribution that you create by connecting people to us. This allows you to leverage the time and skills of others in the creation of your own wealth. So you're not even alone in this task. You build teams to build your wealth with you. In addition, there is no cost for the use of our system. We just released a massive update to our technology on Saturday. Those of you that were here will remember it. That piece of technology that we rolled out cost 750,000 Rand. Just that piece. Okay? We are now billing all of you 5,000 Rand for it. No, it is absolutely free. Every South African gets the use of that technology at no cost. Every other presentation you've had to go to, you've had to pay a starter fee. You've had to buy the 5,000 Rand box of goodies. You've had to buy 2,500 Rand a month's worth of stock that you've had to carry in bags to all your friends to try and sell. None of that exists at DuePoint. By simply being a product owner of DuePoints, you automatically get full use of our offices, our technology, our people, our systems, everything at no cost to you. We are in the business of wealth creation. We are not in the business of running pyramids and Ponzi schemes. That's not what this is. This is lifetime, permanent, and potentially intergenerational wealth creation for you here at DuePoint. Folks, in addition, because you are not selling, you are not intermediaries, you are not brokers, you are not agents, you're not marketers or advisors of ours. You're given that one task of just connecting through our technology. Everybody in South Africa can do it. No education or experience required. You simply have to know how to click your phone. Now, if you've got an old phone that you can't click on the screen, you're going to have got two choices. Either you're too old to do DuePoint, I apologize, or you need to get a new phone quickly. Okay, well, as I said, this is not 1980 or even 1990. It's nearly 2020. Get a new phone. You can pick them up at ridiculously cheap prices these days. And our app works on every single smartphone in the country. Get it, use it, and everybody can then create wealth for themselves through our system. Folks, what you will build with us is a real asset. You are not building something that is in the ethos, intangible, that you can never get your hands on. As I said, this is your platform of wealth that you'll create. Platforms of wealth create monthly income. Monthly income means that you can price your channel and sell it in our system to someone else. That means you can realize the future value of your earnings in the present by selling. No other business, no other network, no other anything offers you that like we do. But more importantly, ladies and gentlemen, one day when you pass away, your channel and its income will automatically be handed over to your children. And your children will earn the income you created and earned during your lifetime. They'll be able to take that asset and build it even further during their lifetime. Like I said to you, this is not a single-dimensional business. This is an intergenerational business. We are creating wealth not just for this generation, but for the generations to come. You have never seen anything like DuePoint in South Africa before. And if you have, I'd love you to come and tell me, because I will make DuePoint better than whatever you have seen. Ladies and gentlemen, we have made the system completely convenient for you. Using our technology, you will do none of the things you're embarrassed to do or tired of doing or don't have time to do. We will ask you to connect individuals to us. As you connect people to us through our technology, your channels will grow. As they grow, other people will go out and connect individuals to us. They will be allocated to you automatically through our technology, and you will find that your business will have a life of its own as it grows out across the city, the province, and the country, all of which you will manage through your app as you see your wealth grow in our system. We then, as DuePoint, come along and we facilitate the sale of our products across this platform you have built for us. No selling done on your behalf, and you will start to discover your wealth and your income is born through our system. Folks, we distribute that wealth to you in two ways. The first is through our returns program, which pays you 27.50 Rand every month for every product in your channel, multiplied by a factor of where in your channel that payment has been made. So let's explain it simply. You're going to go out, you're going to chat to your friends. You're going to connect them through our technology. They pay for their product, and you will get 27.50 Rand multiplied by 200%. You have connected them yourself. That means you get 55 Rand per person, per product, paid every single month as it goes forward. These people have the ability to purchase more than one product from us. We're not a single product entity. If they purchase more products, you get 55 Rand multiplied by the number of paid products. So if they've taken 2, you get 110 Rand, 3, 165 Rand, 4, 220 Rand, and so on and so on and so on. This again brings me back to but Brendan, I can get 450 Rand for selling pots. And I go, yes, once. Have you ever tried to sell someone a pot twice? It doesn't work. Here, you will connect the individual to us once. You do not need to chase them. You don't need to run back after them every month and beg them to buy the same pot or the groceries or the toiletries or the whatever it is. You don't need to do that. You connect them to us once, and our systems ensure that every month the debit order is raised. And that 55 Rand or 110 or 165 or 220, whatever it is, comes into your income every single month. In our system, we have never failed to deliver on our promises. We have been running for years. You can talk to some of our wealth engineers in the audience here that have been with us for years. You ask them if we've ever missed a payment, or if we've ever been late, or if we've ever sent a message to say, oh, I'm sorry, the FD's in China, we won't be paying this week. That's an actual message from an actual network that I know a whole lot of you have been involved in. Never, because this isn't a network, this isn't one of those things. This is a 68-year-old public listed licensed life and short-term insurance company, which means that every month, on time, without failure, your money comes in. Now these folk are going to not sit around and do nothing, they're going to go and connect people. And when they do, these individuals will take products, they will pay for their product, and again, you will get 27 Rand 50 multiplied by 200%, 55 Rand. 55 Rand every month going forward. You've been here 5 minutes in this example. You've put a handful of people in, you're earning 1,000 Rand a month. 1,000 Rand a month. You've connected a handful of people. And you now have 12,000 Rands worth of earnings a year. 12,000. I know that you've had promises given to you by other people saying that you'll earn 100,000 Rand a month in 3 months. You'll get 450% return on your cryptocurrency, blah, blah, blah. And what do we know? None of those promises have been delivered because you're all here with me this morning. When someone promises that you're going to be rich in 3 months, it is a lie, and they're about to take the money out of your wallet. We do not take your money, and therefore we need to be realistic about how much you'll earn. You put 5 people in, then after a couple of months you'll be earning $1,000 a month. But you have the ability to put in as many people as you like. You want to earn more than $1,000 a month? Connect more people. How fast can you tap your phone? How fast can you be connecting people to us? If you can do that, then you can build any income you want. Time and connection, we call it time and numbers at DuePoint, will build any level of wealth that you want. As your channel expands, you will continue to earn on every single point, but at a diminishing rate. But the diminishing stops at 0.8. From 0.8 onwards, you always get 4% of 27 Rand 50 as long as you qualify to earn. This means you can hand it over to your children one day and let them build it to 100 points, and they can earn on everything. You are not limited in your wealth creation here at DuePoint. There's no you only earn to the 6th point and you've got to qualify, and then there's the binomial, you need 30% on the side and 70% on that. Oh my goodness, all of them. We're not in the business of complicating the crap out of the maths. We're in the business of creating wealth. And all you need to do is connect people, and you will earn on a diminishing basis to the 8th point, but then 4% thereafter on any channel of any size. We are so confident in this, and we have done it for so long, that we can actually predict with using mathematics what you can expect to earn with almost 100% certainty. I mean, nothing's ever guaranteed, but with almost 100% certainty, I can predict how you can create wealth with us here. Now, of course, it means you need to be doing something. I can predict with 100% certainty how much you'll earn if you do nothing. Nothing. That is a guarantee. I'll put it in writing for you. If you do nothing, you will earn nothing. But if you grow at whatever rate you choose, we can predict your earnings. So we use an example rate. It's called 3 plus 2. We think it's a good minimum for the very busy and important South African that has no time. 3 plus 2 says that in your first month with us, all we want you to do is connect 3 people. No matter how busy you are, you can connect 3 people in a month. Really. And only in the first month. Because we know then after that you're even busier. So from that month on, from the second month onwards, we want you only to connect 2 people. Can you connect 2 people a month? 1 every 15 days. Because if you can do that, well then I can start predicting using all of the maths. We've got the actuaries involved, lapses, cancellations, people not paying. People are not going to pay. You've got a whole lot of friends here this morning and you're like, oh, I want in, but there's no chance I'm paying. It's in your head already. It's in your head. We've got this wonderful culture in South Africa. I love it. Someone does a great presentation. You're like, I love this guy. I'm going to say yes, but I'm not going to pay. But I love him, so I'm going to say yes. Am I right? How many of you are already thinking that this morning? Yeah, I'm in, but I'm not paying. Huh? Yeah, okay. That's built into this calculation because we've been around long enough to know how many of you are going to be doing that this morning, okay? So we build it into the mathematics. And the mathematics says for us, if you can be adding 3 and then 2 and 2 and 2 and 2 and 2 for 6 months, then you can reasonably expect to be on about 2,500 Rand a month. Not 90,000 Rand after 90 days and 450% return. If you're only adding 2 people a month, then after 6 months, you've added how many? 12 people? Do you expect to be rich when you've connected 12 of the 57 million South Africans? No. But you are earning 2,500 Rand a month. Obviously, your channel will grow as well and it contributes to this. That's 30,000 Rand a year. You haven't had to quit your job. You haven't had to rejig your whole timetable to squeeze the time in. No, it's just been 2 connections a month. But you've done it consistently. You didn't give up when your parents laughed at you. You didn't give up when your friends mocked you. You didn't give up when people didn't pay. You kept connecting to people every month. And as a result, all of the laughers and mockers can now see your in-contact SMS that says 2,500 Rand. Okay? Have you ever tried that? It's very powerful. Well, one of our guys, Donnie, is a rank 9 plus here. He keeps a list of all the people who laughed at him and said no and mocked him. Keeps a list of all their numbers, and then when he's lying on the beach with me at the end of the year, he takes a picture of himself with the pool and the sea behind him, and he sends it to all the no's. Okay? And these are very interesting, because then they go, hang on, this wasn't meant to work. And yet he's there. Okay. So folks that keep the no's, they're really worth it for later. If you can do it for a little bit longer, another 6 months, for a year. If you can connect 2 people a month, that's it, for a year, consistently and without quitting and without giving up, then after a year you can expect to be on about 9,000 to 10,000 Rand a month. That's 120,000 Rand a year. Not once off, not when you're selling the pots, not when you're chasing after your guys to buy more groceries. No, every month, 9,000 to 10,000 Rand coming in. For all of you in this room, no matter how much you're earning, an extra 10 grand a month is a significant circumstance changer. It pays off cars. It may be paying off your bond. You know, it will change your circumstances. You're not going to be rich on 10,000 Rand a month, but you're going to feel rich on 10,000 Rand a month. Remember, you've still got your jobs. Nobody quits their jobs to do this. You've still got that. Now, so think, salary plus 9,000 Rand, plus 9,800, plus 9,965. What does that do to you? And it comes in every month. You're not running around filling forms out, paper applications, faxing, none of that. Okay? It comes in every single month. Now, if you do it for 2 years, that 10 becomes 30. 27 to 30,000 Rand a month after 2 years. You haven't upped your speed. You're still just connecting 2 people a month. People are not paying. People are lapsing and canceling. People are laughing at you, but you don't care. You just keep connecting. 2. Now, you can connect 10 a month. You can connect 50 a month. I don't care. Just this example shows you what 2 a month does. If you do it for 3 years, the 27 to 30 becomes 40 to 45,000. How many of you expect to be earning 45,000 Rand more than you are right now in the next 36 months? None of you, I can assure you. If you thought you were, I'm breaking your dream today. You are not going to be earning 45,000 Rand in 36 months from your job or your business. Not in the current economic environment that we are in. But if you can do this for 3 years, without quitting and with persistency, you can reasonably expect to be on around about 40 to 45,000 Rand a month. If you can do it for 4 years, it'll become 60. 60,000. That's 720,000 Rand a year. We still haven't reached parliamentarian level yet. I looked up yesterday what the average parliamentarian earns. It was very scary. So I looked up what the lowest paid parliamentarian, this is member of parliament's paid, 86,000 Rand a month. 86,000 Rand a month. You know you pay for that out of your taxes every month. And people say, no, I don't pay taxes. Yes, you do. They just increased VAT by 7% last year. That's paying for the salaries. Fuel tariffs, sugar tax, sin tax. That you're paying taxes. 86,000 Rand. We're not there yet. But we're getting there. And we haven't had to become a parliamentarian. Okay? 4 years down. 4 years. Not 4 months. Not 4 weeks. Not the problem with DuePoint is you earn too slowly. Nonsense. The problem with DuePoint is you earn permanently. Okay? If you can do 5 years... 5 years, half a decade, 60 months, then you're up to 80 to 100,000 Rand a month. You can reasonably expect to be there. Now, if you quit at any stage, the money doesn't grow. If you give up, if you do 3 weeks instead of 3 years, if you do 2 years instead of 5 years, all these numbers change. If you don't connect anyone, they all change. But if you've done 2 every single month, then on average and quite realistically, we think you can reasonably expect to be on 80 to 100,000 Rand a month in 5 years' time. That's R1 million a year. You're now earning as much as a parliamentarian. The lowest paid parliamentarian, sorry. But what happens after 5 years? After 5 years, you can start pushing past that number. You see, it doesn't stop here. Some of you are young. You might put 25 years into the building of your wealth with us. We're not going anywhere. Some of the people have said to me, but these things come and go. Now, we're 68 years old. We're not coming and we're not going. We're right here, and you can put 25 years in with us. What does 25 years do to your wealth with us? I'll tell you one thing, you won't be at a job anymore. You would have left your job 20 years earlier. And you certainly will be earning it more than the highest paid parliamentarian. It's all up to you. You will decide. We as DuePoint cannot force any South African to create wealth for themselves. What we do know is that people who do not choose to use the DuePoint tool will continue to move further and further into poverty. There are no exceptions. There are no exceptions. There's a 0.5% at the top of the economy that's currently staying ahead of inflation. 0.5%. That means basically everybody is getting poorer. This is the only tool that we have to change that with. Every month we put people on stage talking around the country about how they have changed their wealth and their circumstances with us. We don't necessarily put up the two high flyers. You see that. It's always the same face. That's in the WhatsApps. We don't do that. Every month it's someone different. Every month it's someone that's doing well or doing badly or doing medium. We put them up to show you how people are using the tool to create this income. What we did this last month is we had Peter Clutty up with us. Peter Clutty's been with us for a few years now. He's a full-time real estate agent, so he doesn't have time. But he chips away, and he chips away, and he chips away at building with this other tool that he has on the side every month. And in the last 3 years, we've paid him 72,000 extra rands. What would 72,000 extra rands do for you? Is it an overseas trip? Been overseas before? 72,000 will get you on an overseas trip. It certainly pays for the Christmas gifts. It pays off cars, it pays off houses. And it is not once off. This is an accumulation of all the income he's earned over the last 3 years. He's connected 16 people who have connected people in his channel. And as a result, those 16 people have grown him to a channel of over 231 active people in his channel connecting South Africans. Are you able to connect 16 people? If I said to you, you know what, I'll pay you 72,000 rand if you go out there and connect 16 South Africans to me. Would you go and do it? Yeah. If they all said no and laughed at you, would you keep going for the 72,000 rand? Yes, okay. So we have said that. So are you going to quit after the first 5 people laugh at you? No. Oh. This is all being recorded, folks. You know that, eh? I'll be able to pull it up on YouTube for you straight after this. Folks, you're going to have to put your heads down. You're going to have to do the work. And you're going to have to put the time in. But it's the easiest task in the country today. I have people say to me, Brendan, it's so hard. It's so hard. Why? Because someone said no to you, or because you had to click 3 times? Is your finger getting a blister on it from clicking? Or you can run around carrying groceries and begging people to buy, or carrying pots and pans or milkshakes or whatever and begging people to buy, or getting them to pay large amounts of their money into something that's purely speculation. Or you can just click your phone and connect them to a 68-year-old listed public insurance company and start creating wealth for them that is permanent, lifetime, intergenerational. We had up Francina. Francina's been with us for 1 year and 7 months. 8 of those months, she couldn't leave her house because her husband had died, and tradition had dictated that she wasn't allowed to leave the house. So she's actually only been with us for 11 months. In 11 months, we now pay her, after 11 months, we now pay her 6,000 bucks a month. Any of you want 6,200 rand extra every single month? Yeah. Now, she can do it when she's bound to a house. I'm sure those of you who are freer to move can do it. 19 connections, channel of 133 people, 6,000 bucks a month. Now, you can go to our YouTube channel, and you can find any level of income you'd like. Some of you might say, I don't want 6 grand. Pfft, I make 6 grand on Monday. That's fine. Would you like 175,000 rand a month? Because I got those. We've got the ones earning 50,000 rand a month. We've got the ones earning 15,000 rand a month. We have them all. We have them all. And every one of them you can go and see on YouTube. We haven't put up the whole country. We've got tens of thousands of people. But those that have stood on our stage over the last couple of years, you can go and find their testimonies on our YouTube channel. Under Wealth Engineers Tell All, little 5-minute, 6-minute clips, they'll tell you what they're doing and how they've done it with the DuePoint system. We are not playing around here at DuePoint. We always like to say, all these other presentations you've been to, you've seen a representative of the company. At DuePoint this morning, you are watching the owner. of the company. Have you ever shaken the hand of the owner of any of the networks you've been involved in before? You know how risky this is for me. You know where I live. So when I make promises, I better deliver. Not like these things that come and go, that you've probably lost money on. All right. Folks, that's the first way we reward you. The second way we reward you is through our XP Rewards program. Our XP Rewards program is designed to do two things. Get you engaged in creating wealth. It is built into your app. It'll walk you through the process of building wealth with us. It'll teach you. We will train you in every aspect of our economy, the legislation, how to build wealth and how to be a successful entrepreneur. We teach you world-class training you pay nothing for. You get it here. And you get it through our XP Rewards program. But more importantly than that, we reward you in doing it. You've never done a training program before where they actually properly rewarded you for doing the training. Here at DuePoint, as you complete the training and do the steps, you earn what's called XP points. They're experience points. They're a measure of how you are maturing in wealth creation. As you accumulate them and your channel grows, we match the two and we rank you up in our training program. And as we rank you up, we reward you with cash in the beginning. We want to empower you with wealth, and then we start to equip you with tools and lifestyle changes. At rank 5, we give you an entire business kit here at DuePoint. You can purchase these items individually. It looks blurred, but it's focused. I think from back there it's focused. You can buy these individually, but at rank 5, we actually give you a kit of your own. It's got everything that you need in it. Custom-made business cards for you, pens, notepads, power banks, all sorts of stuff that you get at rank 5. At rank 7, we give you a 17,000 Rand set of custom-made, imported, gold-gilded business cards. Not gold-printed. That's what you got from the Chinese company you're working for. Here you get gold-gilded cards. You want to know how desperate our economy is? One of our rank 7s, in fact it's rank 9 now already, we handed a card to a friend of his. His friend immediately started scratching the gold off the side of the cards. That's how desperate our economy is. That's how desperate it is. But you're going to get a set of those at rank 7. Then at rank 9, for those of you who didn't quit after 5 people or 5 weeks or 5 months, but kept going and kept going, when you hit rank 9 in our training program, we take you and your family away every year for the rest of your life, 5-star, business class, all expenses paid, as long as you just maintain your channel size with us. You don't requalify every year. It's not the MSC cruise where you only get bread and water and you can have to pay for your own transfer and your kids and wife can't come with. No, your family comes with. You pay no money. We pick you up at your house, no matter where you live in South Africa. We get you to OR Tambo and we take you away. This is not a promise. It is a delivery. We have been traveling with our rank 9 pluses for years. And I can show you real footage of these trips, not fake internet images on your WhatsApp and all of that nonsense. Real images of us. We have booked our hotel for the end of this year already. We know where we're going. Well, I do. The rank 9s don't. But I know where we're going. The dates are booked. And another year, we'll be taking families away with us who have worked in not only changing their wealth, but changing their circumstances forever with us. For those of you who put the effort in, and it will take time and effort, folks, and go rank 9, your Decembers are going to look a little bit like this. It's only May, but I feel like I should be there already. Folks, how long it takes you to go to rank 9 and join us is up to you. We don't have cut-offs and deadlines and all of those sorts of things. When you go rank 9, you join us. And we go every year. So if you miss this year, don't quit. Don't go, I'm only coming to DuePoint for the rank 9 trip. That's not what we do here. We build wealth, not holidays. You work and work until you join us. And when you do, you come away with us. It could take you 5 months, like this chap. Or it could take you 11 months, like that couple. Or it might take you 19 months, like that individual there, that couple over there. Or it might take you 31 months, like one of our rank 9s took. It doesn't matter how long it takes you. When you get to rank 9, you get to come away with us every year, as long as you maintain your channel size with us. At rank 11, we give you another useful tool. It's your own car. It's not rented from us. It's not financed through us. We don't give it to you and take it away. One of the guys asked me in the audience one day, is it in my name? Yes, it's in your name. Go and watch the video of us handing the cars out. You'll see everybody signing their names because it's in their name. It's not branded. It's your car. We are not one of those things, guys. We're not one of those things. We're a wealth creation company. That's 11 of the 28 mapped ranks we currently have in our XP program. What's in the second 2/3? We've only shown you the first third here. What's in the second 2/3 if we're up to cars at rank 11? Folks, we build this wealth off of the back of our products. Our first product is our Access Wealth Plan. It's 324 Rand a month. For 324 Rand, you get 2 independent products, your very own tax-free investment account and 120,000 Rands worth of personal accident cover. We take 100 Rand every month of your 324 and we put it into your investment account. So you're now able to start creating an asset for yourself and your family before you've even connected your first person to us. Our next product is our Wealth Guard product. It costs 249 Rand a month, and for that you get 1 million Rands worth of personal accident cover. No waiting periods, no maximum age limits, no medical examinations or declarations. Every single South African, every single circumstance can, for 249 Rand a month, have 1 million Rands worth of personal accident cover. Our third product is our Family Wealth Funeral Plan. It starts at 299 Rand, but you can select an entire array of options. 20,000 Rands worth of cover, 30,000 Rands worth of cover, 5 dependents, 10 dependents, everything you need built into that product. You just tick the buttons and you can have that sort of cover for you. In addition, the principal member, that's you, the person who purchases the product, gets 10,000 Rands worth of outstanding debt cover, which means that when you pass away, we settle 10,000 Rands worth of your debt so that your family don't have to. Then, our fourth product is our Wealth Points Buyers Club. It's one of my favorites. What it is it gives you access to our 7 decades of being a corporate in South Africa today. You get access to all of our suppliers who supply us with discounted prices, discounts, vouchers. You're going to have lots of time to talk afterwards. Hang in there, okay? Hang in there, okay? Discounted prices, vouchers, packages, services, VIP treatment, corporate-only account managers. You get access to all of them for 299 Rand a month. This is a product that requires your engagement. You can't, I love it. People call and say, but I haven't used the product for a year, I want all my money back. Have you ever said that to a gym? Have you been to a gym and said, look, I haven't been to your gym for a year, I want all of my subscriptions back? No, folks. The membership fee is what pays for the administration of scores of supplies. You do not understand the number of systems we've had to integrate with and the amount of staff cost it takes for us to run this product for you so that you can completely re-engineer your monthly spend off of the back of this product. Now, we have training videos, ladies and gentlemen, on every single one of these products. I'm going to encourage you to watch those videos. You will learn all the terms and conditions. They are the best and simplest products in the market in their categories. That is a no-brainer. No one has been able to argue with us about the quality of and pricing of our products. We explain all of this to you, and the full policy documents are available to you. You're not going to get any surprises. I've told you everything you need to know already, but you can go and read them on our website and on our YouTube channel and on our phone app. It's all there. Full disclosure of everything that you need in our products. In addition, ladies and gentlemen, in 2019, we have laid down the gauntlet to South Africans. We have put a challenge down for every single South African. We call it the 365 Challenge. We are looking for South Africans who want to change their circumstances permanently and now. They want to change them now. They don't want to wait 5 years. They don't want to connect 2 people a month. They want to do whatever is required to change their circumstances right now. In the 365 challenge, we ask you not to connect 2 people a month. We ask you to connect 365 people in 365 days. If you're able to connect 365 people in a year, then we will reward you with the equivalent of 1.25 million rands worth of value. It'll be 365,000 rand in a cash check. It'll be a channel that will have grown. If you put 365 people in, we know what the maths is. We know how big your channel will likely be. It'll be a channel that exceeds rank 9, which means you'll be coming away with us on our holiday. It'll be a channel that's exceeded rank 11, which means that this year, in the next 365 days, you will get your very own brand new car. And you will have built a channel that'll be, we estimate, worth somewhere between 40 and 60,000 rand a month. So that's 500,000 to 600,000 rand a year. That'll be the wealth you'll have created, and you will have created it in 365 days. We have people who are already on track to do this. The choice is now whether you want to join them. Your starting moment in this challenge is the day you join. You have not been prejudiced because it's the 1st of May. No, your 365 starts the moment you join. You have 365 days from today in order to obtain this output. Are you going to quit when the first 20 people don't pay? I'm just asking. Because you tell me, no, but I've recorded it. You're going to have to do hundreds of people. Are you willing to connect hundreds of people? You don't have to do presentations. You don't have to say. You're just using your phone to connect. If you want to know how you use your phone to connect people, talk to the people who introduced you here. Go onto our YouTube channel and watch the training. In our app, the little button at the bottom, it says Tools. Click on it. You'll see all the training videos. You've got the rest of today. Go watch those videos. Those videos will show you how you use our technology to connect the 365 people to us. Get out there and do it and have a different life 12 months from now. Folks, in addition, we have what we call our Achiever Quest. It runs every month and it resets at the beginning of every calendar month. You're on the first day, it's the perfect day to start. The Achiever Challenge every month says, if you can connect 10 people to us in a month who are all paid by the end of the month, they've paid for their product by the end of the month, we'll give you 5 grand extra reward on top of your returns and rewards. It's an extra 5 grand on top of the 10 people. If you can put 20 people in this month and have them paid, we'll make it 10 grand. If you can put 30 people in this month, that's 1 person a day, that's 365. All right, you need to be doing a person a day on average for 365. If you can do that and have them all paid by the end of this month, we'll give you a 15 grand bonus to your returns and rewards. That'll start again on the 1st of June and start again on the 1st of July. You have the opportunity, if you do 30 people a month, to not only get the 365, but to get an additional 180,000 rands out of our Achiever Quest every single month. That starts right now, ladies and gentlemen. This afternoon, you can be out there connecting people. As long as they're all paid by the end of the month, if it's 10, 20, or 30, you've got extra cash that's coming in this month. Folks, this is a nationwide business. As I said to you, we have offices around the country, but more importantly, DuePoint travels as well. And on the 11th of May, that's not this Saturday, it's next Saturday. We are going to be down in Port Elizabeth running a conference down there. Tickets to the conference are free, as everything is at DuePoint, but you've got to book for us. We need to know how many of you are coming so we can book the right venue size. Okay, so we need you to jump onto our website and click events and then book in there, or on our app, you click the events button at the bottom and book in for you and your guests. Your wealth engineers will show you how to do it, or watch the training videos again on how to do it, okay? Everything's got a video at DuePoint to show you how to do it. All right, book in, because next week, Saturday, we are down in Port Elizabeth doing the whole of the Eastern Cape. And we're expecting all the Eastern Cape there, but we're also expecting all the other provinces there. This is an opportunity for you to create wealth across the nation, not just here in Bryanston, but across the nation. So we're looking forward to seeing hundreds of you there at that conference next week, Saturday. Make sure your tickets are booked in now, so that we can get the venue size right for you guys. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to become a wealth engineer today, it's very simple. Jump onto our website. Everything is disclosed there in video and written format for you, everything. Go through it, click join and apply, fill out the form. In less than 3 minutes, you'll be a wealth engineer without a single cent having left your pockets. And this afternoon, you can be connecting people to your channel and building your wealth. This afternoon, in the next 30 minutes, you can start doing that with us. If you need to do more research about DuePoint, do it. Do it. We're not afraid. You know, people are like, I need to go and do more research. We encourage it, but you're not going to find anything I didn't tell you this morning. So you might find it disappointing research. Don't use that as an excuse to try and get out of this. You're not getting out of this. What you're doing is you're getting yourself out of what we believe is the only economic solution in South Africa today. If you know of something else, and don't tell me your job is dead, guys. In the South African economy, jobs are dead. Look at them, okay? Just look at what is happening in our economy. We need a solution. We have given it to you this morning. Do whatever research you need to do, then pick the tool up and get out there and start connecting South Africans. Donnie always has a wonderful saying. I've used him twice this morning. He'll excuse me. But he always says, look, either you signing your friends up or I'm signing your friends up. And and he does. And he literally does. He goes straight to people's friends and they're all in his channel making wealth for him. This is not a financial decision. You do not need to speak to your wife, guys. You are not committing yourself to 5,000 or 50,000 rand a month. I say it specifically to the men. The woman can make a decision standing on their own 2 feet. Okay? Guys, this is a simple decision of getting the tool in your hands. You are registering just so that we know who you are. That's it. Get out there and start using this tool today. Go to the JSC's website. Look us up under Conduit Capital. Go to the FSCA's website and look up our licenses, life, short, etc. You'll find them there. FSP licenses, you'll find them all on the FSCA's website. Go and look at our wall outside. All of our licenses are on the wall. Get the comfort you need. Go and look up all our offices. Constantia's website's got the financial statements on it because we're a listed company. See how much the directors earn, our BEE status. Some of you like that. Go and see it. We're a major listed corporate. Get involved. Pick up the tool and start creating wealth. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for your time this morning. I'm looking forward to seeing who of you changes your lives permanently with our tool. We will be here to answer all your questions. Catch me outside. Don't come up here. It gets a bit crazy. Catch me at reception. I'll be out there all afternoon. Come and ask me your questions. And for those of you who are not here, you can either ask your wealth engineer or call our client service office from Monday to Friday, 8 until 5. They'll answer any question that you have. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I'll see you all outside, and we'll be live again tomorrow at 6:30.